welcome back. I am Karanda, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that everybody's having a good day so far. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my usual, well, what you probably have, some of what you've already seen of me anyway. So let me just jump right into it. On Sunday, I posted a video that showed me going through the car wash, and I was very excited, which it was a great day. I was having a fantastic day, and but I was going through the car wash, enjoying that time, and giving my car a much needed wash. Shortly after that, maybe 30 minutes after I left, 35 minutes after I left the car wash, I was in an accident. And it was a pretty hard hit accident. My car is a total loss type of accident. And yeah, so that that took my full happy into another place. Thank God that I'm okay. The other driver is okay. When I say okay, meaning that we are able to walk and talk. We may be bruised and hurting, but we are alive. Because believe you me, that accident could have been way worse than what it ended up being. So after my car wash, I'm headed home on my street, and coming through a green light, there's an intersection right before my house, right before I get to my house. Coming through the green light to go through the intersection, and somebody else decided they wanted to go through the intersection with me. So as soon as I realized this car was coming through that intersection, you know, I tried to miss him as much as I could, but then it was just really too late. I T-boned this man. His car goes into a pole. My car had a pretty hard hit, so all of my airbags are deployed. And then my car comes to a stop. Because of the shock and what was just happening, you know, I just, you know, for a second there, and even before that, guys, you know what's crazy about stuff like that is that it's amazing how much goes through your mind at that time before the car stopped moving, and as if I saw myself hitting, and even if that felt so unreal, but even as I saw myself hitting this man's car, my thoughts were, Lord, just don't let this injure my legs. Don't let the engine get pushed back, because I knew that, you know, this is going to be a pretty hard impact. Okay. Yeah. So the car comes to, all the airbags pops out. The car comes to a halt, and I remember it kind of just glided to a halt. I mean, like, it's just amazing how all these things just kind of slow down, and I remember some things. But when I stopped, all panic started setting in, because when the car stopped, I remember just sitting there for a second, and I guess in my mind, I'm just kind of in a daze. I couldn't even explain it, but I remember just sitting there, and I remember closing my eyes, and I opened my eyes, and then something just snapped and said, you know, you need to get out this car. Get out the car now, Karanda. Get out the car, because I realized all the airbags, and I'm looking around, all the airbags are deployed. And y'all, I didn't know my car had so many freaking airbags. Thank you, Toyota. Thank you, Toyota. Airbags everywhere. Everywhere, y'all. I had them coming out just everywhere. Airbags. Everywhere. All of them son of a guns deployed. But anyway, so I get out the car, and I was trying to open the door. I couldn't open the door. So that sets in more panic. I remember trying to get the seatbelt undone. That's setting in panic. And so I remember looking at the other door, trying to decide if I wanted to climb out, try to get that door. And I said, no, let me try the door again. Couldn't get it open. I said, so you know what, these big thunder thighs of mine, we're going to put some work in today. And I pushed that door open so that I can get out the car. And I just remember just getting out the car, like just trying to get away. And then once I stopped. And then I remember just standing there for a second. And I'm still just, I guess my mind, I'm still trying to put it all together. And that's when I looked over and saw the other vehicle and where he was. And I realized it was an older gentleman in this car. And so I go over to him to see if he's okay. And he was just kind of in a daze too. So then, I'm worried about the man. He wasn't bleeding or anything like that, but he just kind of looked confused. Looked in the car. He has a passenger, a young guy. And this guy, the boy had to be about 15 or 16. But anyway, it bothered me. It bothered me that this young man who was just in this accident with who had to be his grandfather. God, that even hurts me to do that. Jesus, that hurts. God, that hurts. Jeez, give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. That hurt me. Yeah. So I'm in pain. So I'm having my head hurts. My back is in pain. My neck. I feel like I cannot. It's like I find myself holding my shoulder. Everything just hurts. I'm hurting anyway because it was a pretty hard impact. I got a big bruise and gash on my arm, and I did not have to have stitches. But that thing hurts over there too. But I was saying that. So the little boy, the guy's in the seat, and he's just so nonchalant on his phone. Not even asking this old man if he's okay, trying to see, no panic, no nothing. Okay, so let me just move on from that, because that did upset me and bother me a little bit, that you have some of these teenagers or younger generation, because it's not everybody, nothing fits everybody, right? So you just have some of them that are just so, I don't know, they're just detached from some things, and I didn't get that. I didn't get it, because even after we were kind of the guy and I going through our thing, apparently the young guy called someone to come pick him up. This other car arrives with someone else that was a young age, and the boy just slides out the car, get into the other car. Whoever the driver was of that other car did not even get out to ask that man if he was okay or nothing. Y'all, he just sat there in that car. And he eventually left the old man at the site. Nobody else has come. But anyway, so let me just get off of that hiatus, because you know what the best part about this is, again, me and this man were able to walk away from this accident. Yes, we are probably bruised and hurting, but this could have went so bad. So, my car all banged up, tore up front end. His car and hit the dang on pole. That it could have just went left. That pole could have failed if he would have impacted hard enough, and that pole would have hit both of us. And ain't no telling what other kind of injuries would have been had at that time, So I'm just grateful. I'm also grateful that, I was even though it was a pretty gruesome accident, I was in an accident with a decent man, because he admitted his faults. Not everybody will do that. Some people, and I'm just so grateful for that, because it makes the process so much better. He was just apologetic, that he was just so sorry that this happened to me. That's what he kept saying. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm so sorry. And, accidents happen. And yes, it's an upset, but things happen. So, I've been through some emotions. That did right immediately after. I'm shaking like a leaf. Shaking like a leaf. And like I said, I was still a bit confused in days. People were asking me questions I don't even know. They asked, and I'm like, what? I don't know. Like, what? I was just confused. Didn't know what the hell was going on. Apparently, I did hit my head. Y'all, I got this big lump on my head. I got a big old lump on my head. Not that I need more lumps on this big head of mine. But yeah. So I cannot sit here and lie and just say that. Like I said, I cried because I'm upset. I'm trying to take all this stuff in. I'm trying to buy a house, which means I really cannot take out another loan. I knew my car was going to be totaled just by the way it looked. I knew they were going to total my car out. So now all of this is going through my mind. How am I going to get a new car? Like trying to get a new car, because I can't go. I should not be applying for any loans for any amount. I don't care if it's a $10,000 loan. I can't do that right now while I'm trying to buy a house. It's just all of these things, and I'm like, you know what, devil, you are not today. Not today, you're not. I know he keep trying to throw these things. And you know what thing I keep thinking about, when stuff is in line for you to get something good to come about, it's always things, little things that want to trip you up, but not today. You got. I have to take the position to say, this is going to be tough. It may be tough for me in the beginning. I got to go through all these appointments. I'm hurting. I have to ask my job to be cooperative with me while I go through this stuff. But whatever it is, I got to do. The pain and the bruises and the hurt, all of that stuff is temporary. But not today, devil. I know that much. You're not going to take my joy. Not today, you won't. Now, listen. But y'all, I'm just so grateful. Like I said, and the other thing is, I just came from my doctor's appointment a little while ago. And so they're going to get me all set up and taken care of. I have a TENS unit. Y'all, I don't know what the hell to do with this thing. I'm afraid. They did give me some pain meds. Nothing like super harsh. But they did give me some pain meds to kind of help me throughout my day. Because when I did get around to I was trying to go home and make spaghetti. I was trying to go. I was so happy, y'all. I love spaghetti. And what I noticed is, as I'm standing trying to cut up my ingredients, y'all, my back was hurting, and I had to sit down and cut up my stuff. And I've never had to do that before, but my back was hurting so bad. But anyway, I don't want to complain, like I said, because at the end of the day, we were blessed. Him and I were blessed. He said he didn't know. He was picking up his grandson, and that his grandson was telling him, to go. And this is what, because like I said, the man was nice and just so sorrowful and apologetic for what had just happened. But when he started talking about the grandson, and the grandson was instructing him to go a different way, and like I said, just by the attitude of the boy, I'm sure that this grandson was giving him a hard time. And but so he decided to take whatever this new route was, which was coming to my neighborhood to go through this, to get him wherever he needed to go. And this man, he said, I'm not from this side of town. I don't even know anything about it. And he said that he had no idea that there was a light there at this intersection. Just hear what I said, a light at the intersection. So I think maybe he was being distracted by the young man, because even if the light wasn't there, we're at an intersection. This man was, y'all, when I tell you he was plowing through, that's why I didn't have time to react. He was plowing through this light. That's why I said things could have been so much worse. And, but he said he didn't know. All the way at the intersection, you're supposed to stop. And I think he was being distracted, but nevertheless, I won't be able to do no spark driving, y'all, because it hurts for me to even put a bag of trash in the dumpster. It's hard. It hurts me to do that. It's very uncomfortable for me to do it. So for me to be going out trying to deliver groceries and pick up water and do this and third, I don't know. I just don't think I should do that. I think the better decision is just to wait. Let me get through a few appointments, and then I can get back on the happy road of doing the lovely spark delivery, because I actually do enjoy doing the spark delivery, y'all. So things happen, and let me just say, always stay encouraged. Always try to no matter what, try to take the higher road, because somebody else always has it worse than you. Even though for me, the situation right now is not a very good situation that I see, but somebody else got it worse. Somebody else has it worse than me. So just take the high road, and I'm gonna keep smiling through this thing. I'm determined not to allow this to make me sad. And it's an accident. Accidents happen, and I just want to say that to you all. Just anything that you're going through, just try to think about, don't let it get you down. Just think about the next steps that you got to make in order to get to a better place. Things will get better. They always get better. And sometimes we have to go through the storms to get to the sunlight. And getting through those things makes us a better person as well. So I just want to tell you guys hello. I wanted to show you all, or come and tell you all what's going on. And by this time, I'm sure I'm going to put in clips, little pictures of, just to show you my love to Sade, because Sade's gone and we had some good times. Sade is gone, and y'all, the car was paid for. The car was paid for. But you know, it's okay. Me and Sade had a good drive. We had a good time together. And when I get the new car, I will probably just come and show you all what we decided to get. Even though I've been thrown into this debacle, you know, I'll get the best thing that I can decide on my, you know, to decide to have. But until then, y'all, just keep smiling, keep pushing, and don't let anything or anyone keep you in a bad place, because we deserve happiness. Life here is, you just never know how long you have on this earth, and your time is precious, and nobody should have that power, or anything should have the power over you to keep you in a bad place. But until then, guys, I will see you all the next time. Stay blessed, stay happy, and peace out.